Okay, so for yellow belt, you learned 4 locks. And then for orange belt, we will add 4 more on top of it, and that makes the 8 basic locks that we teach at Chongmukwan. One other thing that we add another attack. So for a yellow belt, we did all the techniques offensive and with parallel grab, and now you have to learn the techniques against the cross grab as well. So in the next lesson, what we're going to do, we're going to go over the 4 locks you already learned, but now apply them to a cross grab, and then in the lessons after that, we'll look at the 4 new locks that get added to the system. But we want to see more, okay? For yellow belt, oh, you've learned this is the lock, but actually we're just looking like, oh, what gets locked and what way? And we didn't pay a lot of attention to like position, balance, and then control. And this is a very important concept you should understand. You know, like first find your advantage in your position, that's the A, then break the balance, that's the B, and then you can either control or counter. So David, if you could come please. In the introduction for yellow belt, we already talked about, look, this is the inside, here I'm on the outside. And usually we want to be on the outside, but we also saw that we have some locks is where we go from the outside to the inside. So it doesn't have to be a problem. But when I am on the inside, I should make sure is that I've locked something. If I'm just on the inside here, I am still puzzling how my technique works. That brings me into great danger. So you can only go to the inside when you are sure that when you are there, you've got the upper hand. So what we want to see more from orange belt up is that as soon as you're being grabbed, is that you move. Okay? At least in a 45-degree line. Again, I can assert my power now on David. It's more difficult for David to put his power into me. If I do this, now his left arm, no, it cannot reach me. I'm in some kind of like safe distance that we talked about. So we don't want for orange belt, oh, I'm standing here, now I'm grabbing and I'm trying to do the technique. That doesn't work. Even better, look, because how realistic are wrist grabs? I get often asked. Not realistic at all, or just like a very, very little bit. And even if I'm already moving, I'm telling David, try to grab my wrist, you know, there's no reason why I should let David grab my wrist. But if he does, yeah, maybe he wants to follow up with a punch here, then I better have my cover up. Right? And we already saw, look, if we are in safe distance, here, that's fine. When we're in the medium distance, my hands should be up, my hands should be here, not down here. So now if he can grab my wrist, well, I've made a few mistakes already. Okay, but first of all, the techniques against wrist grab, we want you to learn the technique. So you have to understand what is a lock. And so we're going to teach you the locks first. Later on, we will add a lot more things that make it practical. But just a few things to remember. Now, let's get into a review of the first 4 locks, but against cross wrist grab.